Hello everybody, DrMixable here, and today I am back with a new series called Video Game Checkup. It's a first impression series, and it's checkup, like, cause I'm a Dr. Mixable checkup, courtesy to Raven Valley 95 for the name. Link in the description, free advertising, you better love me. Anyway, we're gonna get started here, and today I'm doing game Dev Tycoon. It's a pretty neat game from Greenheart Games, this is, I believe, their name. It was only about $8 on their website, which will also be in the description, and it's a really fun game development simulator. So you're going to start out in like a garage and work your way up to different levels of game development company, and basically the goal is to make a really good game. And you can earn fans, and it goes by years, months, weeks, there's cash, but we're going to start out giving a name to our company, and it's going to be, let's name it something to do with my name, probably. I don't know. I'm bad with names, so we're gonna name it Rack Nor. That works for me. My name is Dr. Mixable. That should be fairly simple. I am a male, and I think I'm gonna have to go with the spiky hair glasses dude wearing a sweet sweater vest. But alright, so we're gonna go and hop right in, and there's normally tutorial messages here on the first time, but I actually have played this game before and I got to a point where I went bankrupt, but we're gonna ignore that part. I'm starting brand new, so I already know what to do. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna develop a game, and so we're able to pick from a topic. At the moment, as you can see, there's a lot of topics, but at the moment I have 4. I have sports, military, medieval, and space. Medieval and medieval RPG is always a good combination. And we're going to do this, and well, the only platform available right now is the G64 or the PC. Right now, this has a higher market share, so I'm going to want to develop on the G64. Even though it has a higher dev cost, I'm more likely to earn more money from it. And I want to call the game Knights of Raven. There you go, Raven. Another shout out, just because I can't think of anything else. All right. And then we have the option to either choose a text-based game or 2D graphics version 1. And as you level up graphics, which I will show you later, you can get higher level graphics to make your game look better. But we're going to go ahead and just dump a ton of money into our first game, going all out. So as you can see, it's starting, and we have to earn points here. You can earn design points and technology points. The higher, the more points you have in there generally results in a better score, but it's all relative. So once more new material, technology, genres starts coming out, you want to have a higher score in order to get a better review, which happens when the game is complete. As you develop, you'll also get bugs here, which need to be gotten rid of before you release the game. And you also get research points, which can be used to research new topics as well as new technology. Right here we have the development stages. So this is development stage 1. You can change the time allocation here to figure out how much, like, different space, like how much time you want to spend on each part of the game. So since we have a medieval RPG, I'm gonna focus a little bit less on the engine and bump up the gameplay and the story quests, because I feel like that's important. We're gonna hit OK. So now, as you can see, there's a blue progress bar up here seeing what he's working on, and as he works, there are these little bubbles which pop in and fill in, giving more points to each section. So during the first development stage, I gained about 2 technology, 5 design, I found 1 bug, and 7 research. So since we have a medieval RPG, I'm gonna bump up the dialogue a little bit, focus a lot on level design, and then put artificial intelligence about in the middle, because I think that might be the best combination. And then again, we just let these bubbles rack up here. You also have monthly costs. In the garage, it's about 8K per month. It just detracted there. You guys may have heard the sound. But it increases when you move to a new area. So I was able to get to the first building. That's not the garage, and it was 55K per month there. So here in development stage 3, you can have different selected features. Right now, I automatically have V1 selected because that's what I selected at the beginning. But if I don't have 5K, I don't have to drop in the basic sounds. But since I have money, I will do it. Since we have medieval RPG, I think I'm going to bump up both of these, because world design will be great for an RPG, graphics is always good, and sound I'm going to bump up a little bit. And by the way, I have no tests behind these. This is just how I personally feel good game design would be. So it's basically however you feel the experiment could be. And later on, there's like clauses. So some things make things better than others. So at one point, okay, one second. Bugs. Once you finish the game, it says finish, you have to wait a little bit of time for him to get rid of the bugs, or you can keep waiting for him to add more design and technology, but the longer you wait, the worse. So anyway, our game finished up. Sorry, this is kind of fast paced, so I'm like moving around quickly. When you get finished game, it tells you the total points. Then you get a bonus experience gain depending on whether it was a new topic, a new combo, or a great combo. And so you don't have to have all three, you can have parts of them. And then when you work on things, you get experience, and as well as your character gets experience. So depending on what you work on longer, the more experience you get. So I bumped up the story quest. No, I bumped up the gameplay a lot, so it got more points than the engine and story quests. But now that it's done, I'm going to go ahead and release the game, and let's see what happens. Alright. First reviews are coming in for Knights of Raven, and we have a 5, Fun at Stages from Star Games. We have a 7, nice, from Informed Gamer. 6, Shows Potential from Game Hero. And this is looking like a 5. Oh, 6. Could have been more from all games. This is actually pretty good numbers for your first game. I didn't get a straight 10 game till about maybe 6, 7 years into the game. So this is okay. Ragnar, a new game, so this is news updates. A newcomer in the game industry has just released their first game, Knights of Raven. Received favorable reviews. With such good reviews, Ragnar is sure to gain fans quickly. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pause, and I'm actually going to lower the volume a little bit because I feel it's a little bit loud compared to my voice. So hopefully that'll be better. And once the week starts, we're going to start selling copies of the game. And 6K units sold in the first game is actually really good for my first sale of all time. So that earned me 43K, which is a lot early on, as well as 32 fans, which is nice. So we made it to 75 on the chart. Tutorial, I don't know why that popped up. I don't need it. So there we go, I have 32 fans, and then it starts to sell each week, and it kind of sells for, I don't know how many weeks it sells for. I think it's maybe 8 or so, maybe 8, maybe 12, I don't quite remember. But I did sell 10K units already, which is awesome, and I'm earning more money per week. And so it just keeps decreasing generally. Sometimes the second week will be higher depending on what the reviews are like. But now we can actually research stuff, so it can unlock better things and new topics. So I can either make my own custom engine, but I don't have 50 RP to study custom game engines. So if I was able to research that, I could research custom game engines and be able to make my own. But at the moment, I'm just going to research a new topic to show you guys, and I'm going to grab a fantasy topic. And so as you can see, there's a blue progress bar on there. And you generally want to research while your game is on sale, so you're not just sitting there idly losing money per month. You want to keep earning money at all time. Alright, so the research is complete. We finished off fantasy. Knights of Raven is still selling for a little while. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, I think it's 12, maybe 10 weeks. Okay, so it's 9. I guess I was wrong. But yeah, so we earned a lot of money from that, and now that I have a new game, I'm going to develop again. I'm going to do fantasy on the G64, and it's going to be a fantasy adventure game, and it's going to be ground rim, like Skyrim. Ha! Cheesiness. Anyway, it's also going to be 2D graphics based, and so we dropped 30K into that, got 1 point in each. And now, since it's an adventure, I'm going to focus a little more on the engine, a little less on the story quests, but I think, well, gameplay, I'm going to drop the gameplay a little bit. Let's see how that fares. I should have just bumped all 3 up equally. I actually like the first stage of development to be all equal at max. That's what's granted me the most success. But, oh well. As you can see, he kind of stopped and was thinking there for a bit. Sometimes that happens. He kind of gets stuck and he doesn't know what he wants to do, apparently. And he's just like, what am I doing here? Am I making a game or something? I don't even remember. Anyway, so we have dialogues. Dialogues aren't that important. AI is going to be a little bit more important. But I will bump up the dialogue a bit. So now let's get him working here. Wow, dropped like 3 bugs into that, which kind of sucked. Okay, so the Commodore 64, which is like the Commodore, by the way, is steadily outselling the PC. They prefer the lower price, so it's good that I'm selling on this. But I guess we'll have to see later on whether it goes out of market. It does, sorry, spoilers. But, I mean, you guys should know that if you know video game history. Anyway, I'm going to keep this about the same, I think. And it doesn't look like I'm going to beat my record on the last game. I had like 15 in design, but I did not even get close to that this time. As you can see, now that the game's finished, he's working on getting rid of the bugs. I wanted to show that last time. But now that it's finished, I can hit finish, and I didn't get a new record on anything. Oh, I did get a new record on technology, which is nice. We got a new topic, new combo, and a great combo, so that's more bonus EXP. And then we are approaching a level up probably within 2 games or so is what I'm thinking. Alright, first review comes in, and it's doing god-awful. 3, not much fun at all. Awesome. What are you going to give me? 4, meh. Okay. What do you give me? 4, meh. So that's not good. Sometimes you win some, you lose some. In this case, I lost a lot. But it's probably not going to sell very well. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I sold about 1,000 copies, which is terrible. So I'm immediately going to jump in here, and I'm going to research a new topic. I'm gonna do sci-fi. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to do racing. Start the research while I'm earning money slowly. Let's see. Hi there. I just finished ground room, and I think you have potential. I'm in the contracting business, and we could use skills like yours. If you're ever short on cash, just let me know. So now we can do contract work, which means that while we're selling games, we can also do contract works to earn a little bit of extra cash. And so the way contracts work is you basically have a set amount of points up at the top here, so like for example 10 design and 5 technology, and then you start the contract, and basically you have to get rid of those bubbles by meeting the goal, which I will show you as soon as I get the chance to. According to rumors, Japanese company Ninvento, like Nintendo, is planning to launch its own home gaming console. Alright. They say they doubt it'll take off. What do you guys think? I think it will take off. Alright, so he's about to finish up researching racing. Let me show you the contract work here. Okay. So you see these got like bubbles here. So I'm gonna pick an easy one I know I can succeed in. I could probably succeed in the in installing Mirkonoft Boss on computers. So I get 17k if I am successful. If I fail, I have to pay out 6k. So it's kind of like a risk-reward thing. So as you can see, he starts to lower the the numbers in the bubbles here as he works on it, and you can also earn research at the same time. Looks like I will have no problem completing this contract, which is awesome, and that will earn me an extra 17k. Alright, so they're transferring 17k, bringing me up to 100k, and yeah, so he'll have new contracts every 6 months. But right now I'm going to go in and develop a game. Actually, you know what? I'm going to wait a little bit, see if Ninvento's thing will come out soon. So I'm going to do another contract while I'm waiting for Ninvento, because I'd like to immediately develop on the new console if possible. Ground Rim only yielded about 50k in sales, which is not that great compared to my last game. Here we go. The Ninvento is confirmed. Recent rumors. The TES will be available in early next year, so within 3 weeks is what I'm thinking, which means I get to do all the contracts. Alright. Okay, they're going to transfer 15k, and I'm going to do the last one here just so that I can go ahead and finish up all the contracts and wait for the new Ninvento system to come out. However, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to complete this contract, unfortunately, so I'm probably going to have to pay out. Yep, didn't get to finish. I did get some research points, which is nice, but I lose 5k. Anyway, we're going to take a brief pause here while I go do something real quick, and when I come back, we will continue on. Alright, so we're back, and I am back from what I needed to do, so it was a brief pause for you guys, but a longer pause for me. Anyway, we are still waiting on, what should we call it, the Ninvento thing to come out. So I'm going to go ahead and research post-apocalyptic while I wait. Because I think that's a smart idea. I am losing a little bit in monthly cost, but that's alright. I think it'll be worth it once the Ninvento TES comes out, which is also known as the NES, which was a great system. I didn't actually own one because that was before my time, but I've been able to play some in recent years and stuff, and I love the system and the games on it. Not gonna try and be one of those kids like, oh yeah, no, I owned one when I was younger, so it's part of my generation. Like, no, I am younger than that generation, but I still love the system. So yeah, anyway, I'm still waiting on this. It says early next, here we are, been released. Alright, so we're gonna be able to develop a new game, and there's something I can show you now, is you see how this says a license cost? This is a license cost of 80k, so my time is kind of wasted at the moment because I can't really afford 80k. I could have if it had been like maybe like 3 months earlier, but at the moment I can't afford it. But you can see if you want to develop on a new system, you have to buy the license cost. But since the market shares are about the same for this and the G64, I'm just going to go ahead and develop for the G64 at the moment. Do a post-apocalyptic action game called Zombies, because post-apocalyptic and action and zombies is like all in the same boat, basically. We're going to grab some 2D graphics, and we're going to go in here with Zombies. Alright, so I think I'm going to focus a little less on focus on gameplay, the engine, because in action, stories and quests are not as important, I would say, as the action, you know, stuff going on. Personally, I mean, maybe you don't feel that way. This is about the same as well. The dialogue isn't too important in action. It's all about that level design and artificial intelligence, especially with zombies. You want those zombies to be super smart and make the game pretty difficult, I would say. Anyway, sounds might be important, so we're going to bump everything up, but I'm going to turn down the world design a bit, I think. Hopefully that'll help my game out. Maybe it won't, but we shall see, I suppose. So I broke a technology record, but design still stayed a little bit under my record, which is 15 at the moment. But the game is finished up. We got 12 and 12. So we broke that record. New topic, new combo, and great combo, I think. Yep. So I leveled up in engine and gameplay, as well as level design, artificial intelligence, world design, graphic sound, and I personally leveled up. So now when I go to release the game, there should be a notification because I've unlocked a couple things, but possibly not. Yeah, no. Okay, so I haven't unlocked anything yet. But our new game, Zombies, has been... Oh, not good. 5 at stages. Fun at stages is not good. 6, you know, it's not bad. And 5 is they've seen better. Alright, fair enough. And now lastly 4. Not bad, not good. Alright, so this is not going to be, it's probably going to be better than my last game, but not as good as my first game, yeah. So it got up to about almost 4K in the first week of sales, so that's okay with me. And then, yeah, so that's going to be okay. I don't think I do have contract work now, so I'm going to play test a game. I actually just today got a game to play test, which I will be doing another video game checkup on, coming up soon. As soon as I play the game for a little bit, I will be doing a first impressions of it. So that's fun. I'll be play testing it as well as doing my first impressions. And I'm going to do another contract. No, I'm not. I'm going to actually research... you know what? I actually don't think I'm going to research. I'm going to save my RP so I can create a custom game engine, which I do want to get on camera. So this will be kind of lengthy. This might be over 20 minutes, but I hope you guys enjoy it. While I'm still getting paid here, I'm going to go ahead and buy the license for the TES. And then I'm going to wait a bit and do another contract so that I have the money to afford making a game for it. Because it's kind of the most important part of buying a license is actually being able to make a game for it. So yeah, it's definitely going to be important to do these contracts because Zombies is running out of steam. It's only got 1 more week on the mark. No, don't freeze up. Come on, man. It's just 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, whew, got it. Just barely, but I got it. Would hire again. 10 out of 10 would hire again. Yeah, I just used a Reddit reference or an internet reference, not necessarily Reddit. But anyway, I got only 305 from that last sale, but I'm going to be able to finish up this contract here, and I should have enough money to develop a nice game. So hopefully, wait, oh, come on. Oh, I didn't finish, so got a penalty. Developing a new game is probably going to cost me a bit of money. Yeah, so I'm going to go overboard. So this is kind of good, actually. I get to show you what happens if you go overboard. Anyway, I'm going to do a racing simulation game called True Blue Racing. True Blue, it's kind of like the F-Zero Blue. God, the name escapes me. I know it has blue in it. But it's going to be a 40K cost to start development, so I'm going under. That's okay at the moment. It should tell you, there we go. The bank account is red. Thankfully, your bank is able to overdraw up to 50K, but if your account goes below negative 50K, I will go bankrupt. At that point, you get 1 bailout, but you have to pay double the bailout money they give you in a year's time. But hopefully I won't have to cross that bridge. Right now, I still have a little bit of money, so it's okay. Simulation, this is not that important at the moment for stories and quests, because it's just a simulation thing at the moment. TS, yep, massive success, which is great because I'm releasing a game on it. Says I love the games that come on the TS. Playing with a controller is such more fun on the keyboard. Controller fag. I'm just kidding. I'm not one of those people. I use a controller on my PC and I use my keyboard for playing games as well. I like both. Dialogue's not really that important, I would say, but I'll leave it there. This doesn't seem to be racking up the bubbles in technology and design as the other ones, so this may not rank as highly, which is quite unfortunate. World design I'm going to bump up and just leave them all in max. I probably could have turned the sound down a little bit, but not too worried about it, I suppose. We are down to -33. We're actually approaching that 50k mark, but luckily the game is actually almost done, so we shouldn't be too far in the zone. So actually I might be able to break a design record depending on how many more design points I find. No, maybe not. But I did break a technology record, which is a-okay by me. 1313 is nice, and hopefully the game will be released before I go bankrupt. New combo, and a great combo, I believe. Yep. So now I'm going to level up in stories and dialogues. So I'm going to release my game. And now the reviews are coming in for True Blue Racing, and we've got a 5. Has its moments. Okay, it's not bad. I'll take a 5. We got a 6. All right, could have been more. Fair enough. And another 5. Okay. And lastly, we got a 6. No, 5. Okay, so straight 5s. It's an average game. Probably will do better than expected for the reviews because it's on a new system. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll sell about the same. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it will bring me out of bankruptcy, which is great. Yep, I will create a custom game engine as soon as I have the time and the money. I'm actually going to go ahead and research that right now. I won't be able to make a custom engine at the moment because it costs a lot of money to make one. However, I will be able to make the thing. So see, when there's certain events, and then also when you level up, you can research new things. So right now I can research target audience because there was a news flash talking about how there's like a new focus on targeting audiences. So that's something I can research now, and we'll do probably later, but it might not even be on camera depending on how long this goes for. I like to show a custom game engine creation, but I don't have the money for it at the moment, so unfortunately I won't be able to show that. I can now create my own game engine, and so since I can create my own game engine, there's new research available, such as gamepad and the steering wheel. I really hope that I can find contract work. Okay, thank gosh, because I did not have any money. So I'm going to do the game drops because this is a very easy one, and it gives me about 14k. I just want to get out of the red at the moment. Massive success of the TES. Apparently Vena is going to be making a gaming console of their own. Oh, what do you know? Competition. Alright, so they're going to transfer 14k in. I'm going to work on another contract just to get myself into a nice payment zone just to make a new game. True Blue Racing sold about 60k, which is not that great, but that's alright. You know, I think... okay, you know what? Just gonna continue on, do one more contract here. You guys got to see a lot of contract. I've actually never done all 3 contracts like in a row like this, but I do need the money, so that's what I'm doing. Oh, don't get stuck, man. Alright, the rumors have been confirmed. The Master V is coming out for Vena in the coming months to compete against the TES. So it doesn't look like I'm going to finish this one. I don't think I can get 11 bubbles in the time remaining, especially because he stopped up again, which does leave me in a bad point in terms of money. Wow, it leaves me in a terrible point. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just develop a new game onto the TES. It's going to be a space adventure, and it's just going to be named Space Adventure. Just because I'm unoriginal. We're going to drop to about 40k here, which is not good. I'm probably going to have to go into the bailout zone, which is, I guess, good, because I get to show you what happens with a bailout. So we're going to bump up this little bit, take down... you know what? I'm going to do my usual combination of all 3 equal, because it works out well for me, and let's hope it continues to work out well. Alright. Okay, so I'll take 5 and 3 on the first one. Dialogues we can bump up a little bit. Probably could have turned down AI, actually, and flipped the dialogues with it, but, you know, it's alright. That'll still work, I suppose. Alright, so let's see. Yep, I'm going to go into the bailout zone, so this will be fun. Yeah, so now, I dropped below 50. So now I have some serious financial difficulties. You are right. So they're going to give me 79,000, but I have to pay double that in a year's time. So in June of year 4, I have to pay back that money. So I'm going to go ahead and agree. I don't like taking the bailout this early because it's painful. As you can see, I didn't get very many points on this game, so I have a feeling this is going to be a bad save file. But it's all about just showing you the game this time, not necessarily doing excellent. But new topic, new combo. Not a great combo, but hopefully it'll work out in the end. Let's see what the reviews say. The new released game Space Adventure came in, and the scores say 4 meh, 3 pretty bad, 4 uninspiring, and 3 waste of money. Fantastic game, yeah! Alright, so let's just see how much sales are. Master V's been released, but yeah, terrible. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this first impressions. Yes, that's a first. But it's my first impression videos of Game Dev Story. If you enjoyed the game, the link will be in the description where you can purchase it. I think it's a fun game, and yeah, I really enjoy it, and I hope you guys will as well. Thanks for watching.